And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Newton on first down. Dancing to his left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Newton on third down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue, ready. Sonic. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Hey, sub. Let's go. It's a hot.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the two defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready to go. Easy. Hey. 5-0. Hey, sub. Let's go. Green, triple C. Flags up.
To throw is Winston. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey. Ready. 1-5,
A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Green, triple C. Sonic.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Mario Addison in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Let's go now. White.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Hey,
and on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Sonic. Hey, sub. Let's go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Where's that up? 5 on the 50. 125, got.
Here's Winston. This is caught by Jackson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. The give to Jones. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now Jones, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Back to throw, Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Here we go.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Set. 180.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. On first down, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, you wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, and I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the running game?
They get it to him running left. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Off play action, Newton. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Godot's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 96 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers. as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Punches with a catch over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Here we go.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Past the 20. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. The extra point, not exactly a thing of beauty, but it does ricochet home. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Sonic. Boys, that up. Boys, that up.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he'll get that out to Ronald Jones, the rookie. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down at the 28. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Sonic. Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, sub. Follow. Hey, 5 on the 50. Let's go. 5 on the 50.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Hey, sub. Follow. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escapes the sack. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Play action. It's Newton.
And an alley to run. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They fake the give. Newton.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Throwing, Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short. In there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Throwing is Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now it's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Out of the gun, Newton. His throw incomplete. Chris Conti right there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Devon House. 20. There he goes left side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit with their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And an alley run. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Here's Newton. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Set. Now, Katie. 20. Gun.
They snap it to Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vinny Curry in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
20. Set.
Here's Newton. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Gun. Set. 180.
From the gun, here's Newton. Funches has it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19, and an unlikely 1st down. Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Newton to the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Again, Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
20. 180.
To the air again, Newton. Able to shake him off. Being chased out left. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Hey, great. That's it. 180. Gun.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Newton. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
The first down throw for Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Sonic!
Jameis to throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dontari Poe breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flushed out right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the end zone, Newton. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
A fourth-quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10.
Ready? Let's convert.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, sub. Ready. Blue ladies, hot.
Here's Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
550. Let's convert. Easy. Hey.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Let's keep bringing it. Stay in there. Wait. Hey, ready. Black 22. Come on. Sunday.
And they'll run it here. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to chains. On 1st and 10, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Newton throwing again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devon House. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants